My name is Jaspanar. I'm 45 years old. I run my own business, which is a consultancy practice, focusing on the small business development, and those are main enterprises that are emerging, as well as startups. We basically assist them to capacitate them, making sure that they get the support, the nurturing, so that they can become fully fledged enterprises that can employ people, that can also create wealth for the nation, as well as revitalize the societies that they operate in. The Business Incubation Management Program has equipped me with the skills and tools to basically assist small and emerging entrepreneurs in terms of making sure that we impart the skills onto them that they need to run their own businesses effectively and efficiently, so that those businesses can grow, be viable, and then can be sustainable. The program basically is well structured. Right? It has taken us through all the stages, from the design of the incubator, right, to sourcing funds for the clients, right, as well as imparting functional management skills onto those emerging entrepreneurs. So this program has been very, very fruitful in making sure, right, that we are well organized in our approach to the development of the new enterprise. Look, this whole thing is about stakeholder buy-in, right? Incubation management is not a one-man show, right? What you do to make sure that it is a success, make it a point that you include as many people that you put a say, that put an influence in it as much as possible, right? So as such, I'm already in the process of mobilizing the stakeholders, right? Creating the awareness for business incubation, right? To make sure that I've got the buy-in and the support that we can then get from all people concerned, as well as government. The importance of this small program to every small business is to make sure that the small business is actually protected and nurtured at the time when it is still small, emerging, vulnerable, to make sure that it is viable and sustainable. Right? This program assists the small business navigate through the risks that are usually associated with the small business. Right? It could be the areas of skills, basic management skills, could be the areas of funding, right? Could be in the areas of strategy, right? This program makes sure that all those risks are well managed and well rounded.
So in your last words, what's your collective, when you think of this program, do you think that it's very, very important for self-empowerment as well as community development?
This program is very, very critical for every nation that wants to create employment, for every nation that wants to grow its wealth, for every nation that wants to make sure that the businesses that operate in societies are useful to those societies, right? This program is a program that needs support, and this program needs to be marketed strongly to make sure that as many people, especially who are involved in business development, in business consultancy, get into it, acquire the skills that I've acquired, right, so that they can impart them onto the small and emerging enterprises.
My name is Ethel Koina. I am 57 years old. I have been volunteering at the Hospice and Rehabilitation Center in Alexandra. In fact, I'm one of the founder members. I work as a coordinator in finance. The hospice is taking care of terminally ill and chronic citizens. It started in 2001, but duly registered in 2003 with the Social Development Victoria. And then in 2004 we registered with the Department of Health, and they started receiving funding from them in 2005. It is not an easy program because it runs 24 hours. We offer accommodation, total nursing care, we feed them, we clothe them. We have to make sure that they honor all the doctor's appointments in the hospitals and clinics. So we also need a transport for that and lots of operation. Mostly it was fun because we only concentrated on funders receiving donors and selling jumbo sale, which does not, or bacon sale, which does not sustain the organization. But since with this program of ESM, we know that as emerging social enterprise entities, we have to start a hybrid structure, something that will constantly bring in money to support the passion. It could be a foundation, it could be an enterprise, a SCC, anything, a corporation. But to do that, we need a startup capital. But that is not a problem. Firstly, you have to be fully compliant with all the legal entities. But you must be registered with the government, with the SARS, so that you can tap into the CSI companies and also to receive whatever incentives that you receive. For example, if you start a company to train caregivers, you receive an incentive for each caregiver in the city. But you cannot do that provided you are not fully compliant. Ever since we started this program, I began transferring whatever was needed to be done. For example, if we're doing e-compliance, we'll go, when I go back to the organization, because we didn't come to school every day, we will check all our documents, like for example, when we had not registered the PPO, we did it then, now we have it. As we went along, whatever we needed, we did. For example, we had a problem with the lease agreement for the land that has been allocated for us to build a proper hospital structure. We didn't know where to go, but with the help through the meeting with the other people in this program, now we have signed this agreement. Although it's not what we wanted, but it's a first step because that can be rectified. We have received a donation of a container. With that container, we intend to start an internet cafe for now. We have extra computers and printers with that. We are next to the school, opposite the school. Children will come and photocopy CVs or will print AMA program for whatever occasions, AMA invitation cards, things like that. But our main aim is to start a company that will be internal with the NPO to make sure that we retain the professional staff and we also sustain the organization, not be fully dependent on donation as is the situation.
My name is Susan Alamlepa. I'm 47 years old. I come from Tepang program for orphans and vulnerable children, which offers care and support to children and their families. What we do is life skills programs, homework supervision, and we also have a feeding scheme for the children. Previously, when I look at myself personally, even in terms of how I was functioning more alone and not knowing what to do, how to fundraise, how to write a proposal, and also as a manager of the program, also how to communicate with my staff, and so that I can help them to be more effective within the program. And I had a lot of problems and a lot of stress, I must say, because I did not know how to deal with the issues that I was faced with every day. Actually, we've already started, and I'm telling you, we are all now enjoying our work, even the staff. And we started first with the asset-based approach, where I had to identify the skills that each and every staff member has, and also their abilities, and we planned our children's programs according to that. So each person is placed in a field that they are comfortable with and that they love. So they love doing their work. And also, in terms of the marketing the projects that we had, it was also very difficult. But through what I learned in this program, I was able to come up with a marketing plan. And I'm so able to say that there's been a great improvement in terms of our projects, especially the bakery project and the sewing project. Using the approach that I got here, it has changed our lives. If I don't change something, then my program is going to go down and it will not achieve what we intended for it to achieve when we started it. And that is the main thing that I realized. And another thing, also immediately whatever that I learned in class, I went back and I met with my management team and I did all the work. I did not do it alone, because I realized that this is not something that I can achieve alone, but I had their support, and for me to involve them also, it was very good in terms of their esteem and seeing that they are also regarded as valuable members of the organization. So I think it created a lot of confidence in me, and I had a lot of input from my staff. We're trying to get more funding so that, because we want to actually extend our premises and make them bigger. So it's a huge project, but we decided that's something that we want to do, and we also want to see a school being built in terms of the program, and I think that we are succeeding. We've had people that are coming back to us. So I think in 5 years' time, our project will be completely changed, and we will be at a completely new level, and we will be a social enterprise.
Andiamo, Spiritu